Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. There's no shortage of bad habits out there, and lawyers aren't immune from them. Work-life balance issues come to mind, for example, but the hours you work and the demands placed upon you aren't always within your control. Some things just take a lot of effort, and being a competitive lawyer is one of them. But among the things you can control, there's a room for a few good habits. Take a look at the following things and see if there's a room for change in your work process. Your future self just might thank you later. First, make the most of existing knowledge. Take a look around you. How much expertise resides in the collective brains and experience of your peers? Most likely, there's a lot. The challenge is putting that knowledge to work for you in a way that is systematic and repeatable. This is often almost impossible due to a variety of reasons. As new clients, cases, or matters come and go, your process and task list get repeated time and time again. What if you could rely on something more than your peers' institutional knowledge? What if there were existing services or resources that could help you get started down the path quickly and confidently? Imagine being able to engage in your work without having built your knowledge from the ground up. By making the most of existing knowledge, you can finally get ahead of your work. Don't ignore your colleges, but also consider leveraging expert-created content written in plain English like that within practical law. When you obtain a reliable sources of information and know-how, you will be in a far better place at the beginning of each new legal matter. You will be able to get started with a bedrock understanding of the law, knowing what you need to do first. Second, commit to keeping yourself informed. One of the principal challenges of being a lawyer is that the law changes almost constantly. Small modification can have a big impact on the manner and effectiveness of your work, and while keeping you personally informed of each and every change in state, local and common law that might affect your practice isn't a simple feat. All lawyers need to take steps to ensure that their work reflect a current understanding of the law. For some, this gets slightly easier with experience. The pace of change doesn't slow down for anyone, but those lawyers who seem to have seen it all more adept and notice when history starts repeating itself. Nevertheless, even the sagest senior partner recognizes the limit of one person's knowledge, and when changes in the law do happen, assistant professional can quickly land back in uncharted waters. The takeaway, then, is to make certain that recency and accuracy checks are baked into your workflow. Look to your peers for expertise and wisdom. They've earned it, but when it comes to hard data on changes in the law, adopt a trust, verify, and check the date attitude towards the information you will be counting on. The third, sharpen your legal research skills. Thanks to technology, seemingly unstoppable progress, the act of finding information just keeps getting easier. At the same time, as the volume and quality of search result has increased, our own tolerance for imperfect result has plummeted. For lawyers, this is especially true. Good enough search result merely point lawyer in a direction, with plenty of work left to be done. Therefore, any reductions you can make in the time spent tracking down the precise information you need is good news. Technology can help here. As a lawyer, for example, uses the most advanced search engine built specifically for the law. The tools are only as good as the hands that wield them, and software won't turn a layperson into a lawyer. Even experienced lawyers need to know how to effectively research a legal issue. To that end, lawyers should look for and use built-in support for their legal research tools. In our case, in Indonesia, that includes system support from the Supreme Court through the electronic court system. As a licensed lawyer and sworn in the High Court and committed to immersing himself in legal research, stand ready to help maximize the effectiveness of legal research technology. Fourth, never leave your work vulnerable. Quality control should already be part of your workflow, but the best lawyers always see room for improvement here. Litigators in particular know the importance of crafting ironclad work. After all, outside forces are standing by, waiting for their chance to find any weakness they can. And while the risks are different from transaction lawyers, they are not absent. Prepare your work for the challenges it will face by taking advantage of peer review or resources that will assist you in your drafting and document curating process. Resources like this aren't available for free, but they are critically important to the clients who rely on them for a fresh set of eyes and an objective review of their output. Last, 5. Believe in yourself more often. This final bit of advice is more constrained than it sounds, and it's really a continuation of the previous tip. It's human nature to doubt oneself, even more so, for people whose work is subject to intense scrutiny. So make it a habit to identify the place where technology and human expertise can be incorporated into your workflows, and then breathe like a little easier. Once you've done your due diligence and made certain your work is as solid as possible given all the tools and quality checks at your disposal, you have earned the right to move on to the next task with confidence and a clear conscience. This is Satyam Dharma. See you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.